Hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing well and having a wonderful holiday season. I'm wishing you Merry Christmas ahead of time. Happy holidays, however you celebrate, however you celebrate. So anyway, this is Trump's weekly reading. We're going from December 24th to the 30th. Let's see what kind of trouble he gets into this week. So anyway, hold on. Let me swap out cameras. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a tarot. And maybe I'll use a Kipper as well. But anyway, let's see. How's his week going to be? How's his Christmas going to be? Okay, well, for sure, here's the forces in motion. Well, okay, so he's going to have more energy. He's going to be up and at 'em. Alrighty then. Greatest challenges. Come on here. Greatest challenges. Ooh, yikes. So So imagine having a lot of energy, planning on getting together with family, and then plans are canceled. Wow. Somebody doesn't show up, or somebody doesn't want to be there. Four of Wands reversed. It can also be, oh my goodness, absolutely. When this card comes to reversed in personal readings, sometimes it's, especially when they're working through issues with relationship and they've been gaslighted and all of that. I get this card. I used to get it a lot, and I had to sit and meditate with it and realize that it would have to do a lot with someone else's projection of self-hatred onto the person. But for him, I feel like this is his greatest challenge, is his own projection of self-hatred onto others. Wow. I mean, he does have Pluto and Leo. He has all that Leo energy in the 12th, and then he has, because I use Alfie McPhee's rectified birth time for him. It puts his Mars in Leo in his first house rather than the 12th, which never made sense to me. First house is, your sense of self, and you're always projecting outwards when it's not coming from the heart. Leo can be great for coming from the heart, but not him. He doesn't work that way. My goodness. Okay, so where he's sitting, what he does have control over is the Ace of Cups, but coming through reversed, he's repressing his emotions, and he's definitely, avoiding everything. I think he'd be avoiding the truth and lying to himself. It's also, when this card comes to reversed, this is my card for rageaholics, energy vampires. Okay? In the past, we have the Judgment reversed, and this is the person in their self-doubt and their refusal to go inside and figure out what the heck is going on. And this can be literally like going through a hell realm, because you're not honoring your inner call. You're not heeding any type of divine, calling. You're Mr. Trumpet here, and it's reversed. He's going through hell. This last week has not been good for him. And the week before wasn't good. He's just, and this is also a card of being very untrustworthy as well. But we already knew that. Okay, what's hanging over him with no control is some woman with a whole lot of self-confidence and just zest for life and optimism. And I wonder, I know Ivanka is a Scorpio, but she does dye her hair blonde, and I wonder if that's her. Interesting. Okay, near future for him. Yeah, he's stuck. He's done. There's no transformation, no good transition. It's also a card on the health level. It's a card for colon problems, prostate problems, genital problems. Yikes. Ugh. But anyway, so he's not able to move on. Okay, what he's attracting, he is attracting some help. This could be a doctor, though, right? Who and how others are influencing his situation. You know, with the Five of Cups, they're disappointed. They're disappointed in him. They're regretful that they even. I think there's a lot of people that are regretful that they ever voted for him, and regretful that that he's out there able to do what he's doing, and they're also regretful and feeling remorse as to, well, they're just basically disappointed in him, right? I mean, that's it. Okay, his distant future. He's going to feel like there's no justice. I hope this isn't some court case that kind of lets him off the hook, but I don't think so, because, I mean, generally, when we get justice reversed, it's a card of just being totally out of balance, and somebody who lies, and someone who's really dishonest, and you know, and there's just a lack of self-responsibility going on there. So we can't, you know, I mean, I guess we just can't hope for any change for him at all. And then the outcome. Now, so this is this week. He is not going to take self-responsibility for when we get the Eight of Cups reversed. This is upright. It's our card for, you know, taking self-responsibility, and you're walking away from whatever the situation is because you've done the best you can. When it comes through reversed, he's just feeling hopeless, and he's still walking away, but we're dealing with someone who's in addictions. We're dealing with someone who has problems probably with all of his lymphatic system, and he's tired. And yeah, so we won't expect any change long term, and this week is a pretty good, pretty awful week for him. He's just listless, driftless is what I'm getting there. Okay, 2 more cards just for fun. Yeah, feeling kind of beat up. He's still battling, though. He doesn't mind fighting. Well, it's kind of all he knows. You know, that's his thing. And then the 7, ooh, yikes. The 7 of Wands reversed is somebody pulling the rug out from under him, like pulling the wool out from under his feet, something like that. You know, because when it's straight up, you're at the top of your game, but you're having to hold them off. You know, after the 6 of Wands is like people are seeing you, understanding you, and you're whatever. But we definitely see him and understand him. This coming through reversed, so this would be holding your position. This is not holding your position. Major problems there. And I think he might be feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes it's a card of, because it's, you know, the Wands, and it's about, all the 7s are about making decisions. So I think he's not making some good decisions. It's also reversed somebody with a really overblown ego issues, basically. No healthy ego with that card reversed. Yikes. Okay, so let me go ahead and use the Kipper real quick, because it's so good for legal things. Although, over the holidays, I don't know, we might get a Christmas surprise. Let's see. Donald John Trump. What does your week look like? Right here. Whoa. Painful loss. You don't know if someone's dying, but a painful loss at least, or some painful ending. This is my DOJ card. This has to do with money that's exchanged hands or quid pro quo situations. This has to do with changes, people coming in and out of Mar-a-Lago. And then another card about something. So the end. Oh my goodness. There might be an end to his ability to grift. Health problems. Here he is down at the bottom. The end again, man. Wow. There's only 4 money cards in the deck and 3 of them are here. But with the coffin at the center, that's not good. Oh yeah, and here's his grifting. Something's going to happen either by some court order that keeps him from grifting, or some court order that gets into his accounts where he has been grifting. Because he's using, all of this. He's just grifting. So there's going to be some change and some ending around that. That's interesting. I don't know if that'll happen this week, but it is the future. Okay, so there's loyalty and success in the DOJ. They're onto, of course, all of his lies and subterfuge and all of that. Wow. Okay, and even the partners, he's looking to help. I wonder if this has anything to do with Rudy. And then here's this strategy that he's had. So the strategy that he's had in its ending. I mean, I'm wondering even, because the courthouse can be some new discovery, and the discovery would have to be with money that's changed hands, and literally gone, and gone through Trump's hands, in exchange for something here to a partnership. Like, I'm getting nothing but quid pro quo here. And he's down at the bottom with no control. He's looking towards someone that he wants support from, but I don't think he's going to get it because we have the coffin right in the center. Right? Like no support, no loyalty. He's just lying. We see through it, and his strategy isn't going to work, and there could be a big health issue that really restricts him this week. Or it could just be something else financially that levels him and really restricts him, because that's the way you get these guys. They care more about money than anything else because they associate their money with their power. And it is, it has to do with delaying court cases, which is probably what this is about. I'm sure this next week he will be appealing, like he continues to do, and of course it'll go to SCOTUS, the 14th Amendment Section 3 issue. But it's not going to go well for him. Because here he is down at the bottom. He's not going to get what he wants, but he is going to ask, and he is going to put it out there. This could be our SCOTUS card, if we go one level up above the DOJ. But I don't know if it's really above. It's a whole different. But the DOJ doesn't have any, no one has any control over SCOTUS, except for us people. We need to squawk more. Yeah, I think this is SCOTUS. And I think he's hoping, here he is hoping that they'll be loyal to him because he has put them into position, and he has been married to them on some level, many of them. And here he is with not getting what he wants. So if this is about section, and I don't know if it'll happen this week, but it can't. There's no way it could happen this next week, because there's some January 4th. Well, when it comes to Colorado, yeah, I mean, talk about a time crunch, man, because the whole thing is just, it's not going to happen in time. They have their ballots that need to be printed out for their primaries, but it could hit them when it comes to the, the general election. But that's just one state. But I'm wondering if this is pushed into the future further. If this is SCOTUS kicking it back and rejecting to even take it on, and then he is stuck with Colorado's, and then more states would follow. That might be the smartest thing for them to do, is to just kick it back when any state pushes it towards them, and then it's left up to their Supreme Court, their state Supreme Court, because that's probably not going to go well for him. But either way, even if it does go to SCOTUS, and I'm pretty sure I know I read on this separately, and I think if I remember right, we had the imprisonment card down here at one of the corners, and I think the coffin card was somewhere at one of the corners. But anyway, these four corners for the week look terrible as far as, looks like to be like loyal partnership support, but he thinks, because he's looking this way, but no, they lie, and they're hiding, and they have their own strategy, and they might want him locked up. Because what I was starting to say before, sorry, Mercury retrograde, my brain goes 6 directions at once sometimes. When it comes to SCOTUS, they have always held to being like an originalist. Like, they look at the Constitution from an originalist perspective, and they think that it's written, or they're supposed to always interpret it the way it was originally written, which is kind of crazy, but in this particular situation, it wouldn't be. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment is super clear that no one who's engaged in any form of an insurrection or abetting or aiding any other person who has cannot run for president. So that to me is what this is all about. And I think it's another verification, that another confirmation that they're not going to vote in his favor, or they will just kick it back to the courts. The state Supreme Courts. Kick it back to the states. So, okay, well, I'm just going to get this uploaded, and wish you Merry Christmas. See you soon. Bye.